Number one point is sucker branches. I am experiencing my rose plant is getting day by day dull and also the leaf is falling. This is just because of the sucker branches which just occurred below the grafted part. Now by just looking at the leaf color and the branch size, we can identify which is the sucker branches, and also it will grow just below the grafted part. Actually sucker branches, or we can call it the desi rose, this is the original plant on which the grafting is done. And don't worry, the solution is also very simple. That is just we have to remove this sucker branch from the mother plant. To remove that branch, just tilt that sucker branch and take a sharp tool. You can use knife or any cutter and cut it from where it has grown. Make sure the cut is neatly done and it does not harm the mother plant. Number 2, deadheading of rose plant. In this, generally rose plant die out of deadheading, or we can say the dieback disease. To save our rose plant, we generally have to prune our rose plant on daily basis. That is generally just after the flowering has ended. We generally have to remove the rose flower from rose plant after 2 to 3 days, as if the rose flower is kept on the plant, then the plant will focus all its energy on producing seeds. And after pruning your rose flower, make sure you apply haldi or any fungicide so that dieback disease does not occur on our rose plant. You know why it is important to prune our rose flower just after 1 day of blooming? It is scientifically proven that if you prune your rose plant, it will give you maximum number of flowering, as new growth will give you maximum number of blooming always. Now here is a twist. What if you face the same situation as I am, that is deadheading or dieback disease in rose plant? We have to do one trick, that is pruning that branch just above the new shoot area. It will help you in saving your rose plant, and after that apply haldi or any fungicide on it. This will save your rose plant 100%. Next is removing of weeds from our rose plant. As rose plant generally require high amount of nutrients to produce maximum number of flower, but the weeds will absorb maximum number of nutrients from the soil. So it is best to remove all the weeds from our rose plant pot. This is very essential, as rose plant will die out of nutrients and it will never produce maximum flowering. But while removing weeds, make sure that you don't damage the rose plant roots, as it can damage easily. After removal of weeds, we have to provide nutrition in the soil. This will encourage new growth and boost growth of new plant, and it will give you maximum number of flowering. After giving cow dung or vermicompost fertilizer, add water so that nutrient can easily dissolve in soil and plant can absorb them, and the result is in front of you. Here you will get maximum number of flowering, with the size of flower will also get increase, as the nutrition is absorbed by plant only. Next is grow rose from cutting. And to grow your rose from cutting, you have to take few points in mind. Let me share you all of them. Firstly, take your cutting or bring your cutting from a mother plant which is healthy enough and have lots of growing shoots. Pencil size, the healthy cutting will 100% grow and always show the growth and roots. Cut your rose plant cutting in 6 to 7 inches in height and you are good to grow with all of them. Remember that you have to cut your cutting in 45-degree angle. This will encourage more roots and your cutting will grow healthy. And also do remember that the 45-degree angle cut must be just below the node area, as node area generally produce maximum roots. Now here is the important point. To grow your rose plant cutting, you must always use a rooting hormone of any type. You can use normal chemical rooting hormone or any aloe vera gel. Applying rooting hormone is generally speeding up the process of growing roots. But remember that new fibrous root will only grow in loose soil mix. For that we require nearly 50% of vermicompost for the nutrition in the soil and nearly 50% of vermicompost to make soil loose enough. Now mix them well. Remember to wear some gloves or anything so that you can protect your hands from dirt. After mixing, your soil mix is ready for your rose plant. This is the growth of your rose plant cutting. Here you can see small new shoots are growing. Don't keep it in sunlight, and after 25 days you will see leaf bud will grow much more bigger and stronger. If your rose cutting is not growing, you can easily use polyhouse. This polyhouse will maintain the temperature of your rose plant cutting and you will see the growth of your rose plant. I generally prefer this type of method only, as this maintain the temperature and also our rose plant cutting grow 100%. After leaf growth, we can remove polythene easily with pinholes first. Let me show you how my rose plant cutting has grown roots. Rose plant cutting generally show roots after 40 days. So make sure you don't move your cutting until 40 days, and after 40 days you will see this type of result. So here you can see my rose plant cutting. I have grown so many of rose cutting and all of them have roots very well. Strong root system means our cutting is healthy enough and they are ready to grow in big pot. Now remember that if you are planning to cover your rose plant cutting, the top part is always exposed to liquid. It can attack fungus, so we have to cover it with any nail paint or any wax. The next point is right way to grow rose plant. Generally, if you observe from nursery, we generally get very healthy plant, but the soil content is very dangerous. It is red in color and generally this soil is only the killer of our rose plant. Generally, I prefer to remove nearly 40% of the red soil. Make sure you don't damage the center part of your root ball, as damaging that can kill our rose plant. Removing outer layer of your red soil or nearly 40% of red soil will never damage your rose plant. Now take your rose plant and place it any 10 to 12 inches size spot. Minimum 10 to 12 inches size spot is very important as this will ensure that your rose plant will grow very healthy. Remember that you have to keep your pot in shady environment for nearly 10 to 15 days. After that you can keep your plant in full day of sunlight, and watering is very important, but no over watering. Next is rose fertilizer. In this we can give two type of rose fertilizer, and also I will tell you one of the biggest secret of getting maximum number of rose flower. We can directly give liquid fertilizer, but first we have to do a little bit of tilling in the soil so that our nutrition can get easily dissolved in the soil and plant can absorb. Now after that we can give vermicompost to our rose plant, or we can give cow dung compost, and again do the further tilling, and after that you have to give that secret fertilizer which is used tea liquid fertilizer. One more liquid fertilizer is seaweed extract. This generally give all the micronutrients to plant soil, and plant get easily healthy benefits, and it can start producing loads of roses. Just add 5 to 10 drops of seaweed extract in 1 liter of water and you are good to go. Next is how to grow rose from seeds. Here we have to select the Desi rose. Hybrid rose plant seed doesn't grow at all. So always go for Desi rose or the Indian rose. And the trick to get rose seed pot is that we have to mature our rose flower on rose plant only. After that you can grow this type of small seedling, but first we have to mature our seed pot. For this it will take nearly 2 to 3 months, and once it get mature enough same like this, you can cut it into half and take out all the seeds. All the big seeds will 100% grow, but the environmental condition is very important. Collect all the seed which you have got and you have to grow it in winter season only, as winter season is best for growing rose plant. It produces lots of flower, but also it produces lots of seed pot. We can grow rose plant by two methods, that is in coco peat and also in fridge. I prefer coco peat as this is the best method. Just spread the seed on this coco peat bed, spray some water and add a coco peat layer, and nearly after 40 to 50 days you will get this type of small seedling. Make sure you repot once it get nearly 4 to 5 inches height, as this is very delicate plant and it take longer period of time to get mature. Next is rose plant watering, and we can save our rose plant from dying just by maintaining good watering habits. In this we have to follow two season method, that is in summer we have to give water on daily basis just by checking the soil. In winter season water does not evaporate very fast, so we have to check the soil. The top layer of the soil must be dry, then only we have to water. How to check the soil it is dry or wet? Just by touching the soil. If the soil does not stick to your fingers, then it is 100% dry. At this stage we can 100% give water to our plant. In rainy season we don't have to give water, but in winter season make sure you give water thoroughly, but no sogginess or no water collection on the must be there. And after this you will get maximum number of flowering on any rose plant which you prefer. Also you have to keep your rose plant in full day of sunlight in winter season, but not in summer season. Rose plant pruning. In this we have to prune our rose plant to get maximum number of flowering. Just by pruning we can get lots of flowering, but the correct timing of pruning is very important. That is just before starting of the winter season. And there are two type of pruning, that is hard pruning and soft pruning. We can do hard pruning on rose plant. In this we have to keep the main branches and we have to remove all the secondary branches. By doing this we are forcing rose plant to produce more branches, and more branches means more flowering. And after branch pruning we have to give fertilizer to our rose plant. Plant actually require energy to produce more branches, and giving fertilizer will boost your plant growth. In this I am giving nitrogen rich fertilizer, that is vermicompost and neem cake fertilizer, and after fertilizer we have to give water so that plant can absorb. Once you see red color leaf, it means plant is ready to flower and you will get lots of flowering. Hope you like this video. Make sure you hit like and do subscribe our channel and stay connected. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.